Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. We're going to do our weekly hashtag color combo 2024 challenge today. And today's color is purple and the shape is a diamond. So I'm going to alter a couple of CD cases today using the shapes and colors. So I hope you will enjoy this video, and I hope you are enjoying the challenge. For those of you that are new, welcome, and let me give you a brief description of what the challenge is, and then we'll get started. So basically what I have done is I have picked one shape and one color to be used in making ephemera, to be used in journals. You can also do art pieces if you don't journal. You can do basically anything that you want, cards, whatever your thing is that you do in crafting. The only rule that I have is that you use the shape and you use the color for the week. I give 4 weeks at a time, and I usually give those in the third week of the current month that we're in. So, for example, next Tuesday, I will give you weeks 9 through 12. So, so far this month, the first week was a triangle in orange, which was last week. And then, like I said, today is a diamond in purple. So, I went through all my stash and pulled out my purple, anything I saw that was purple and anything that I saw that was diamonds. And I found these little altered paper clips in my ideal book, where I kind of keep things that I have made before. And so I thought those would be real cute to use for one of my diamond shapes, and also real cute to build some ephemera for a spring journal. So we're going to make some of those, a couple of those, and then, like I said, I've got a couple of CD cases. So I'm going to move that one to the side, and we're going to work on this one first. Let me get everything else out of the way. And I will kind of go through the process of all of this as we get going here. So the first thing I have, of course, is just a regular old CD case that you get at the office supply. If you don't have any of these, they're really easy to make on your own. If you have a circle die, you can just cut a piece of scrapbook paper or whatever kind of paper you have. These measure 5 inches by 5 inches if you want something to go by. But of course you can make them whatever size you want. And then I have a die that has a bunch of circles that is by Sizzix. And the biggest circle in that die set matches pretty much the circle of the CD holder. So I just cut a piece of scrapbook paper, the width 5 inches by 5 inches, and then put a circle in the middle of it. So that's how I got my, what I'm going to use to cover the outside. You can collage the outsides, you can stamp the outsides, around here to decorate it. However you want. It's not really that critical that you have, the die cut. It just made it easier for me to do it this way. Then I have a piece of just cardstock that I'm going to make my journaling card to go on the inside. I'm going to cover that, and I just cut it, you know, so that it would fit down in there nicely. A little bit more narrow and, you know, just barely under the flap. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, and this is just scrapbook paper. It's out of just a basic, one of the basic scrapbook paper pads that you can get that has all kinds of just basic prints in different colors. Sorry, I'm trying to grab my glue book and think at the same time. That's not working. It has polka dots and, you know, florals and this argyle pattern in stripes and just real simple little patterns that you can use. So I'm going to ink just because I like to ink. Again, it's preference, but I prefer things that look more vintage or used, so that's why I ink. Totally not necessary if you don't want to do it, if you like a cleaner look. But I like my grunge, so this won't be totally grungy, but hopefully it'll have a more used look. And then I'm going to go around this as well. So I hope everybody is having a good Monday. I'm filming this on Monday, even though it's going to come out on Tuesday. So I hope you have I guess at this point, a good Monday, and you're having a good Tuesday. Weather here is beautiful today. Again, I'm not falling for it, but I'll take it while I have it. I think on the weather, they called it a fake spring or something like that we're having right now, in preparation for, you know, second winter, I think is what they call it, when we go back to cold weather. But it's supposed to be nice all week, so I'll take it. Okay, so I think that's got that. So let's put some glue on the back of this. I'm about out of glue, and my order is stuck in limbo somewhere with UPS. It's crazy, the delivery issues they're having right now. It's so funny because I go to track it and it says, because of severe weather conditions, your order is being delayed. And it's like, you know, it's supposedly sitting in my local UPS office, warehouse, and it's 50-something degrees here today, and so we obviously are not having any weather issues, so I don't know what the deal is. I don't think I put that on there right. Let's try that again. Okay, let's Still didn't get it on there totally straight. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to end up having to put more glue on it because I can't get it on there straight. Oh, come on. Cooperate with me. I just cannot do it, guys. What's up with that? See, now I got a gap over there. An hour later, and she has this on here. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to put more glue on the back. Hope this is not the kind of day it's going to be. Looks that way, though. Guess we're just going to have that little white showing on, or not white, but where I inked. That's okay. I'm going to trim off this little part down here. I know I'm off camera, sorry. I have to get it where I can see it. Okay, now let's put some more ink. More ink. So do a better job of getting it centered than I did. Now, I'm going to make this so that it flips out in the future. I think I want it to flip out. Yeah. No, I want it to flip up. I want it to flip this way. So I'm going to put something on the flap. And I'm just going to use the same paper, I think. I'm just going to trace around it and then cut it. Okay. Let's ink that up. See how that's going to fit. Yep, that'll work fine. Erase my pencil line here where I ink it. I was hoping to get 2 of these made, but I'm not getting off to a great start, am I? Okay, so, and the reason that I am doing the flap is because wherever I put it in the journal, this flap is going to show on the back side, so I want it to be finished. You could use a different paper if you wanted. Just make sure that you're not putting it on the fold. And then I'm going to trim off here. Okay, so there is our CD case. Now I'm going to work on the card. And for the card, I have picked this purple and just a piece of cardstock, like I said, that fits down in there. It actually goes that way, I think. And just this purple floral. I like these 2 colors together. And so I'm going to glue this on here and trim it. Okay. Again, not straight, but that's okay. We'll trim it up. It's not off enough to matter. And then I'm going to leave the back just cardstock so you can write on it, but you, of course, can decorate the back as well if you want. Not straight. It's going to be one of those days where I'm not going to be able to get anything straight. Yeah, I think that's okay. So I'm going to ink around the edges. Maybe put just a little bit across that white, just real lightly, so it's not so white. And then I've got this little girl who is off of the, or out of the antique the antiquarian sticker book. And I just put her on the book page so I can move her around until I decided where she needed to go. And she's going to go right down here in the corner, because when I put her in the envelope, make sure I get the card in the right way so I can get it in. I think it goes this way. So the card will be in here like this, and then I'm going to have her down in the corner. So she's kind of peeking out like that. So if I put her all the way down on the bottom and in the corner, she should peek out just fine. So I'm going to put her down. And then my card will slip down here. Just like that. I need to ink right there. It's a little bit of white showing. Which again is not the end of the world. Alright, so there's that part. And then I have somewhere, I've shuffled stuff. Now I can't find anything. There it is. I'm going to make a little, like, monogram piece just for something else to put on the cover. And this is just book page. And then this is just a scrap piece of cardstock that has some purple florals on it. I'll put that there. And then I have the letter K for kite that I'm going to put in the middle of there. So I'm going to glue that together. I'm going to use art glitter glue for the K because it's smaller tip that I can cover the K better with. And then I'm going to glue that right there. I'm going to use art glitter glue for this because it's going to be partly on that acetate, and I want to make sure that it's going to stick. Okay, now let's make our kite. And all you do to make these, they're very simple, is you just cut a kite shape out. You want to fold it in half both ways to get some creases. And then you want to ink them. And the purpose of doing this is so that it looks more like a kite, you know, that has the sticks behind it to hold it. And you can even kind of push it up like this so that it gives it a little bit of dimension. So that's all you're going to do for that part. And then you're going to cut a piece of cardboard that will fit behind. It's really no need to ink this, but I'm doing it anyway Did I eat my edges on this? I don't think so. And if you're worried about cutting the kite, the way that I do mine is I cut this edge and this edge, and then fold it over and cut the other two sides, because I'm going to have a crease down the middle anyway. And that way you can be sure that all four of your edges are even. Okay? And then you take your paper clip and put the smaller side on the cardboard. So the longer side is on the back and the smaller side is on the cardboard, okay? And then you're going to glue this, and I did that upside down because I cut my angles in there. Still wrong. Do as I say, not as I do. Then you're going to glue this on the back of here. And the reason I cut the little angles is so that I can get, so it's not hanging over the side. If you wanted to cut a rectangle and then cut the angles, that would work as well. So then you're going to glue your paper clip, and I always use Fabri-Tac for this because I feel like it glues it better. Get my gunk off the end here. And you're just going to take your Fabri-Tac and go across the paper clip like this. And make sure you get around your edges good. And then you can glue that to the back of your kite like so. Alright, so then you have this. If you want to squish it up a little bit before it dries, you can do that as well. Give it a little bit of dimension. And then you can take any kind of ribbon that you have and make a tiny little bow to put down at the bottom. Or you can use yarn. I'm going to use yarn on the other one, or string, or whatever you have in your stash. Twine. Really depends on what look you're going for. And that just kind of gives a decorative piece to the bottom. And then I have a couple pieces of ribbon in my colors, and I'm going to glue those on the back. And I want them, I want a long and a short kind of tail. One of them being longer than the other one, that doesn't matter. And this ribbon's kind of wrinkled. Should have straightened it out a little bit more. Let me wet my fingers here and see if I can get it to kind of get that crease out of there. There we go. And then this one. And then you're going to glue those on the bottom, on the back side, kind of like that. So, and you're gluing it to the kite, not to the paper clip. You could even do this before you put the paper clip on there. It might be a little bit easier than what I'm trying to do here. I'm putting the glue on the ribbon this time so I can get it down in there. Oh, come on, you just came out. Okay, lift that up a little bit. See if I can get it on there. So then you have your little kite. And my thought is that when I put it on my journal page, say this is my journal page, and I put this over the top like this, and then I clip this, this will hold I want to make sure I'm not tearing my ribbons off when I'm doing this. There we go. This will hold your CD case on the top of the page so that when you go to the other side, it's holding this fine, and you even have another tuck here on this side. Now, if you don't want this to show, you can, you know, push your paper clip down. You're going to have a little bit shown right there. If that's going to bother you, I would just ink that up. But if that's going to bother you, then by all means use double-sided scrapbook paper. But like I said, no more than that showing. I would just ink it up and it'll be fine for me because it's just got that little point showing right there. So there's the first one. So let's see if we can put the second one together quicker and without all the fuss and muss. Probably not, but we're going to try. So here's my second one. And again, here's my piece that I cut out to fit on here. So we're going to ink everything up real quick. This is double-sided, this particular paper. But it's still thin. I wouldn't use, if you're using an existing CD case, I wouldn't use the hard cardboardy kind of scrapbook paper. I think it would be too bulky then and too thick. Okay, go around our circle real quick. And around the CD case, just a little bit. I'll go ahead and do the flap while I'm at it. Okay, let's put glue on the back of this. Glue stick, glue stick. Just put a big glob of glue on there because I caught it on the edge with that circle. Alright, so see, that one went much better. Alright, and then our card for the inside. What I do with that? Let me tear this off before I get that big glob of glue on everything. Alright, where'd my other card go? Is it in there? No. There it is. There it is. Alright, so that one goes that way. And for this one, I am going to use this paper, which also has a little diamond pattern to it. So let's glue this on here. Wrong. I'm just trimming around my card. This one is also on just a piece of kind of ivory color cardstock, so I'm not going to worry about putting anything on the back of that or ink around it. Now this card is not going to have anything on it for now, because my embellishments are going to go on the acetate on the outside. So this is just going to go down in here like this. Oops. It's going to look like that. Let's do our flap while I'm at it. Actually, I might do the flap in the, I think I'll do the flap in the stripe. There's no rule that says it has to be the exact same pattern. Cut that out. Have you guys ever been digging through your stash to find stuff and it's like, oh, where in the world did that come from? Yeah, That's me. When I was digging through looking for purple paper, I had some stuff and I was like, where did I get that? And why do I have it? And why do I still have it? Yep. Although I will say that these color combos have gotten rid of a lot of my scrapbook paper that I have really no need for anymore. Oh, I'm doing the stripe side. See, I about did it backwards. Anyway, I need to ink that side. I inked the wrong side. Okay. So there's our flap. Yep. Okay, now I have this kitty cat, which is also out of the Antiquarian sticker book. And I have this C for cat, also out of the sticker book. I utilized my sticker book very well today, didn't I? It's going to go down here in the corner, and then my kitty is going to sit on the acetate, and I made a little slice where his paws are because, and he, in the sticker book, if you're looking for this little guy, he is in a circle already in the sticker book, and I cut the circle away and fussy cut around him so that I can make him to fit in my circle. Because I want him to sit just like that. And then I'm going to put the C right here in the corner. So I need the C to go on there first. I'm thinking, do I want my C to go over on this side? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it here on this one. And then put my kitty in there. Hopefully I can get it down under that flap before this glue dries. Get your little paw up there, kitty cat. Okay, now let's make this kite, and this kite I've made out of the stripe side. That's why I decided to put this stripe back here. But I've made it out of the stripe side of that same paper. So let's ink that. And this time I'm going to glue my No, I don't have to because it's just on the top. Okay, so here's my little piece, and I've used rusty paper clips because the paper clip does show on the other side, and so I didn't want a silver paper clip showing on the other side of my journal. But you, of course, can use whatever kind of paper clip you want to. If you want silver or gold or whatever, that's not important. And this one I cut my cardboard a little smaller too, so I don't have to cut the little corners off too much or at all. I may have to snip that one just a little bit. Just that little bitty piece there. And this one I just made my little bow out of yarn because I thought that was appropriate for the kitty cat. So I'm just going to glue this on here, down at the bottom. Maybe. Okay, we'll give that a minute to dry. And then, same thing, it will clip up on the top, and I'm going to clip that one on that side. So that's it. Again, the kites are very easy to make. They take no time at all. You just cut your little diamond shape, fold it both ways so you have your creases for your little sticks, and then you glue a piece of cardboard on the back with your paper clip, your ribbons, and you're good to go. And you've got a cute little kite to hang in your, or clip on your page. You don't have to use them as a flip up like this. You can use them as an individual piece. It'll work just fine. And you just clip it on there on the top of your page, and you've got a cute little embellishment, especially for spring, which is what I'm doing, is building some spring ephemera. So I'll put this in my little box where I'm putting all my spring ephemera. So when I get, you know, to making my first spring journal or whatever, I can, you know, grab one of these and put in there. I didn't get that side very well there. And you got a cute little journaling card inside a altered CD pocket. You could also do some additional stamping if you wanted to on these cases. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't know exactly what kind of journal they're going in. But obviously, you know, these two could go in the same journal because of the coloring. But you could totally mass make these kites and have them in your stash, which I had a lot for a while. And like I said, this one was in my ideal book, and I forgot that I'd even done them in the past. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you will try it out. And for next week, what do we got next week? Next week we have, our shape is an octagon, and our color is pink. So pink octagons to get you thinking for next week. Don't forget, if you post on social media, to use the hashtag ColorCombo2024 so everyone can see your beautiful makes. And I will be back tomorrow for Wednesday Grunge Play. Until then, everybody have a good evening. Bye.